Okay, welcome to our broadcast today and our program. On this webinar, we're going to go into, if you want to know the three reasons why, if you haven't have a great business idea, how to present it, what are you going to do with that business idea? So if you have three reasons to come up with a business idea, you already have something in motion. What we do here on this channel, we give you a 360-degree analyst point of view of where business need to go if you choose to go into that area of expertise and move into that limelight. So when it comes to your business, right, you got a great idea. What you going to do to accomplish, put forth that great idea? These are the series of tutorials that we bring forth to you, and a series of webinars so we can get you trained up, get you in that mindset called everybody got a talent. The question is, what you going to do with your talent? Are you going to master your talent, become a mastery, and able to produce, create income from the talent? Or are you going to go back to the 9 to 5? That's up to you. If you have a great idea, don't sit on it. It's within your DNA. It's within your mindset, within your subconscious. You have an idea that you can come up with to produce a great value. So this is what we're going to go into, how you can capitalize on those ideas, and we're going to break that down. And if this is the first time to our channel, to our webinar, you can go ahead and subscribe to our channel, follow us, hit that notification bell so you can have insight if you want to go into business. What's the trend that's coming when it comes to business? What's the new business model coming forward in the future, 2022 and beyond, so you can be on track to be productive and to be successful. Now, you heard it from Earl Nightingale, how success works, how you focus your mind in order to get the result. He did a statistic about 40 years ago, or more than that, 40 years ago, when he projected over 100 people. What happened over the 100 people? At the age of 65, only 5 people become successful. The rest is struggling, and some is broke. We don't want to get to that. I know there's a lot of mistakes that people make along the way. You trust friend that's going to business with friend. You go into business with family, and things don't work out the way it is. That's not your story. And if this is your story, you can change and rewrite that story. Earl Nightingale already spoke on things like that. People went broke and went back to the top. Now the point is, what you going to do for the next or the rest of your life? Are you going to be focused, or are you going to go back to the 9 to 5 and think that is not going to change? Now, when we look at the economy today with the current epidemic, or whatever you see the situation as, how you judge it, that's how you're supposed to judge it. Where you fall at, that's where you're going to fall at. But the point is, before the end of the year, I think in December, you got this company called Better, which is a mortgage company, released 900 employees. So imagine what's going on in the economy, while the economy is going into a digital economy. So we want you to get into that space, get into that mindset of how to come up with great business idea, use your current skills in order to get into that momentum, create that momentum to get into it, to move forward. So we cover all these areas when it comes to business. If you want to get investors, if you want to get customer, we cover that in our webinar. Sign up for our training and you can get on track with that. Or if you want to outsource these things in your business, we will help you handle that. Now, as far as we're going to go into the 3 reasons why having a great business idea is important. My name is Bazzeffanu Kizares, and we're going to break that down for you so you can understand what the dynamic when it comes to business. Business is also essential. Why? Because it does solve a problem. Will people pay for what you have to offer? That's going to be one of the questions. What's your price point? Is your price point going to be according to what's going on out there, and is it unique or different? We're going to get into all of that. Number one, you got to understand to act as the North Star. When we come to saying that, you got a clear mindset, and you got to, when you have a clear mindset of how your business is going to be, your purpose, what you stand for, If you don't stand for not something, then you're going to fall for anything, right? So it's easy to make decisions and assess these opportunities. And we want you to able to assess these opportunities because you have an idea you want to come out with. You want get a certain parameter within your business, within that industry. If you want to get it out, you got to use the time that is required you to get it out, or else you're going to sit it on the on the on the table in the dresser, and next you know you see people come out with this idea later in years, and then you wonder with your coulda, woulda, shoulda. We don't want to get to that, because even if you get to that mindset, it's not going to pan out good for you. It's going to be too late, so we want you to get you on track now. Now, if you're the person that went into that parameter that I just spoke about, now we want to get you out of that. Come up with the next idea. This could range from employee that you bring into your team, to the partners you collaborate with, to the clients that you are trying to attract. You can come up with these ideas when you interact with your daily routine in the current business or the current employment that you're in. If you want to get from a lower level to a higher level, you got to able to develop these ideas in order to move ahead in that company. So imagine if you has a startup or a small business and you cannot afford to explore every opportunity that presents itself, and constantly after everything that's shiny and new, you got to focus on your efforts on the right activity, right? You got to translate your activity into a streamline of course and produce a better result that are aligned with the direction of the company. So whatever your small company is, whatever your startup is, you got to align with that. Once you align with that, you got to make it obviously that you are in the right mindset, and you got to be focused, because you got to make the right decision. You got to make it to the point that you're in the right path, and you got to move with that decision, and you can't waver from that. Because there's going to be time when you have trials and error, and truly to be innovative, you're going to go through that. So if you have an idea and you want to come out with that idea, you got to tackle the action part of that. You know about manifesting. Manifesting is one thing. You think of it in your thought, but you got to produce the next step in the manifestation, which is the action, the law of vibration. You got to act and vibrate on that level of what you're trying to produce. So when it comes to getting even your team, your employee motivated to do what you need to do, draw your employees. What your employees do going to affect the dynamic of your business. You know, real joy and the emotional engage in the employees also a key role. By spreadsheet data, you can gauge your employee to understand the number, what you try to achieve in your small business. But if you're just coming out with this idea now, you want to project yourself how you're going to get this into your scope, into your business, in order to have a fluid environment so you can get from point A to point Z and able to be successful. So when it comes to your time, again, over the last decade, the research that suggests money is not the main motivator when it comes to many people. But when you look at the analysts and the study, even by Tim Judge, the author that reviewed 120 years of research to synthesize the finding from 92 quantitative study, the combined data include over 15,000 individuals in 105 correlation or coefficiency. So when it comes to business, you got to understand your data too. The result indicate that the association between salary and job satisfaction is very weak. So imagine you have a salary and the job satisfaction is not there. It eats at you, it eats at your health, and it affects you overall. And you don't want to be in that dynamic if you want to get on track with this business idea. You don't want to present that idea into that business when you're in a weak satisfaction between salary and job satisfaction. You know what I'm saying? That ain't gonna add up. You ain't gonna produce what you're supposed to produce at your level when the environment is not cohesive to what you want. So the report correlated to RE 1.114, 1.4, excuse me. It indicates that there is a lesser than 2% overlap between pay and job satisfaction level. Furthermore, the correlation between pay and pay satisfaction was only marginal higher, which is 0.22 or 4.8% overlap. Indicate that people's satisfaction with their salary is mostly dependent on their actual salary. Although some might love data and some might love money, what really engages and motivates people is a story, a mission, and a purpose. Purpose is what going to motivate you. What is your purpose? What purpose you're trying to achieve? This is why people step up and do their own thing. Having a strong company purpose and a clear communication for your employees is a key factor. Share and create your culture. Everyone is a part of that business. So you got to play that role, play that culture to make that impact in their individual and unique way. We become an impactful part of something bigger than ourselves. So imagine you start a company, you get your employees involved to raise that awareness, raise that culture, so it improves the benefit of your business. Imperative, a U.S. consultant firm surveyed 2,000 Lincoln employees and found 41% could be characterized as purpose-oriented. Why should Lincoln care? According to the Imperative research, purpose-oriented employees are 54% more likely to stay at a company for 5+ years and 30% more likely to be higher performers. Low staff turnover and productive employees equal bottom line impact. So imagine you have a company. When a company don't do that research, they're going to lose employee in the future. And if you try to build a platform that's going to be to the point that you can sell it to a major investor, you got to make sure your environment, your culture is maintained and is impact everybody. And you got to do your survey to understand why you're doing these things, because you have a purpose, right? So customer love a purposeful company. Let's think about Lincoln, Nike, Apple. Even you heard it from, look at Uber. What does all of these companies share? Apart from being usually successful, they all share along a strong purpose. And they have the narrative that is used to great effect in their marketing and branding campaign. They all have created an emotional connection with their audience. So imagine that. The minute you want to go somewhere, you don't have to worry about calling a taxi. You go on an app and you know the taxi on the way. That's a clear indication that things become easy. Go on Airbnb, you just go on Airbnb and book where you need to book. And you have set up your Airbnb anywhere in the world. So imagine that. Nike, Apple, and all of this is a connection with the customer. So you got to take that in account and connect with your audience. So when you're moving forward ahead with your purpose for your company, there are times where crisis people instinctively want to be a part of your company that promise to change things for the better and have a positive impact on them and the world around them. But in reality, that many companies are falling short. Why are they falling short? Discrimination occurs in a company. Once you start to discriminate, you cause unsettled environment where now you just disturb the culture and people go. So if you have a company that form discrimination and the human resources allowing that, you're going to have a company that falls short of that mark. And eventually, you're going to have whole employees turnover, and you ain't going to meet that mark that you're trying to reach. So imagine the survey that done, even by this survey done by this company right here. When it comes to a business goal, should be improving society. So if you improving society and you discriminating amongst your employee, what kind of improvement that make? How you do one thing, that's how you're going to do all things. That means eventually you're going to project that on society. And your business is what? The force of good. If you're not forcing your business to do good to those that work for it, then your business is going to fall apart. You can have a great idea, but your great idea going to have holes in it if your team and your culture is not going up to par. So if you see the little T, Millennium Survey was done in 2018. So imagine what's going on in 2020 now and go on in the future. So you got to have a purpose. Your company have a purpose, and you have to have employee with that purpose-driven mindset. Of course, meaning that there's a real opportunity for business to appeal to the younger purpose-driven generation by actively showing their commitment to purpose. Doing so gives company who do it well a competitive edge. So if you want a competitive edge, you got to deal with the youth. So data actually show that the customer are more loyal to purpose-driven brands. So if you have a purpose, you got to consider that when it comes to building your company in the right dynamics. So what, of course, means that there's a real opportunity for your brand to move far beyond other brands if you have a purpose, if you have a great idea, and you implement everything that you need to implement in order for it to be successful. Why is idea for your business so critical? It moves your business forward. It creates income. Merely the definition of words business bring to the fore the importance of the idea. An organization or economic system where goods and service are exchanged for one another or for money. So imagine the economy that you're in, the system that you implement. You want to change money based upon your service. So the heart of every business is the product and service. This is the lever to persuade others to give you money in exchange for them. It is easy to say that behind every product or service, everything that you sold as an idea. The product or service that you sold, whatever it is, it's your idea. So how you present your idea to the public going to be effective. So how you going to present that idea? You're going to have a stable team. What make a great business idea is ultimate the question of one that is pretty straightforward to answer. You see, we have thousands of examples all around us, whether it be a product in your home or a service you use. All these products and services start with life as an idea. It started in life as an idea, so you can do it too. Excuse me. Whatever the products, the idea inspire you to make a purchase, imagine if you can do that for someone else. Consider for a second. The inspiration I refer to might be a solution that you can solve a problem, meaning that you can make life easier, better for someone else. The end, you spend your money on these things that someone think to bring this solution towards the people, and you spend your money on this. So imagine if you can do that for someone else. This is the economy that we're in. This is capitalism. You got to trade your time for money. But if you use the idea to create income, give a product and service that going to be beneficial for you in the long run. So now you might be spinning with ideas that is great. But sadly, the business world is much tougher than you might think. That's why you got to get training. You got to get understanding, of how you got to move your business idea to the point where you can be successful at what you want to do. Because you got products out there can create a monopoly on their products and service. So you got to go into a market ready to present the ways that your service got going to come to the point to be very competitive and very lucrative for you and others that going to be attracted towards you. So you're going to have that purpose. One of the issues and some factors come into play that confirm the quality of your idea is monopoly products or service. A monopoly product or service comes from an idea that no one else has thought of. Imagine what happened to Apple when they come out with the phone that play music. They thought of that. And what happened to all companies? Ideas should be a product or service that's difficult or impossible for others to copy. But eventually they going eventually want to compete in that mindset. Because when Apple come out, now you see Samsung, a long line of years they come out and they competing now. Competition from other businesses only does one thing: reduce profit. You want to be a monopoly and you want to just be in that mindset. Of course, people going to mimic you, but you have complete control when you're able to monopolize on an idea and profitize. That means gain enormous profit from it. Now you might see these things. You have to able to develop that idea and move that idea forward. So with that said, when it comes to idea, let's say that the monopoly business do not have another Google or Facebook. Far from it. If you love to visit in your town and doesn't have one, or you have something in your town that doesn't have one, you can create something in your town. Bring opportunity. Have a monopoly business in your local town, wherever you is. But the word of caution, don't forget that if a market has a low barrier to entry, then others will surely follow. See what happened when big business like Apple come out with the phone. Everybody trying to get into it. Everybody trying to follow Apple with their phone, and now everybody want to match them in order to compete. And Apple set the standard when it comes to phone. So if there's a demand, many inspiration idea comes bad business idea because of your bias to the idea. You can't be biased to an idea. So think about that when it comes to your idea. After all, it was your idea, right? It must be a great idea for you to come up with it. People love and pay a lot of money for it, right? It's only if you come up with it and you take it to fruition, then people gonna do that. But if you leave the idea in the mind, no one ain't gonna know what you have. No one ain't gonna know how beautiful or what you can do in the world to change the world if you just keep it to yourself. So you gotta come up with a point where you share your knowledge and charge that price for it. So don't be consumed by confirmation bias. You do your market research, right? You might have a great idea, but if you can't find a potential customer, then as a business, it's a dead duck. Think about that. So knowing if there's a demand is critical to validating your idea. And by presenting it to the public, that's going to validate it more. So you can offer value way better than anyone else. Now, what we do here on our channel, we offer you how to get your business started. We in our own niche, which is business development, right? We help you to get your business started, get you in the mindset so your business will move forward in the way that it's supposed to. So if you're not on track right now, we want you to get on track with whatever idea you have. Your business is not going to move forward unless you move it forward, right? So you're going to have a mindset. If you want to have success, how does success look like when you put your idea in the forefront of your mind and cover all these areas? So we help you to cover. We help you to look at customer relationship. We help you to look at business. We help you to look at venture capitalists. We help you to look at all of that. And if you want to build your company, we help you to do that on our platform. So let's say if you want to build your business, we help you to grow your business by selling your product anywhere in the world. You want to start out with a business. What makes us unique? Of course, you have Shopify, you have SD, you have, what's that next one? You got all these major businesses. You got Facebook, people selling on Facebook, people selling on Instagram. But what makes us unique? We help others from the credit standpoint. We help them obtain credit. We help them get that ads out. We help them train on the ads, or we can do it for you if you have our annual membership. If you want to just go on a training, we just got a training just for getting yourself on each platform, how to properly do it. If you want us to create ads for you, then you have to open an account and join our business and pick the account that's in line with your business. And then what we do, we get you acquainted with the appropriate sector that you're supposed to be in, and we get you trained up on the sector. Then we promote your business for you. So we have a different way than being on these platforms. If you're on Amazon, all you gotta do is put your product and it's saturated, and how your product's gonna move. So imagine whatever field that you want to go through real estate, we're able to help you get in the right market, whatever field you want to go through. Let's say if you want to go into real estate, you want to go into construction, or you want to go into wholesale, or you want to go into information technology, we help you to get into that sector, whether it's art and entertainment, transportation and accommodation, or we help you to zone in on that structure. Then we help you to move your business forward. So if you just want to start a small business, this is what makes us different from what's out there right now. You got people try to get you trained up on, or they will do your ads for you, but they ain't gonna do everything as far as business, be backing you and help you with your credit to get your business credit off. This is what makes us different from the competition. When it comes to your idea, what gonna make you different from the competition? We cannot complete our competition to the point where we can provide the service that they need. And once we're able to provide the service that they need, they're going to come back to us. So imagine MySpace had a bad vibe with a lot of service issue, and it looked like the model couldn't work, right? But with Facebook looking for investment, those investors went and looked at that MySpace. They wanted to see if they were missing something. What they found out was that even though the experience was poor, people were spending hours on the site. Imagine that. This was a powerful insight with engaging on the site, another level to anything else. Maybe there was something in social media after all. This is what moved investors in order to invest in social media. So if you're coming out with any idea, you got to have a different way of approach in order to be successful. Can you offer value better than anyone else? Yes. We can offer value than anyone else because we give you everything when it comes to business. We are in the network of business. Our network is for business, and that's what it's all about. What makes us unique? Because we get you from start to finish, and we get you along the way. This is what even missing when it comes to what's going on in the black community. Facebook didn't have the service issue of MySpace, you know? The code working much better. As a result, Facebook got its investment. Facebook could give users a much better service and did. So as a result, MySpace pretty much disappeared within a few years. Imagine that. I can't give you the one seed of an idea to get your business up and running, but you got to understand, to give you the framework to assess the quality of service or idea that you need to come with, you got to put these factors in consideration when you have an experience and knowledge. If you can give a better service than someone else, you can put them out of business. So imagine what happened to MySpace. Look at Black Planet compared to how it is now. It was way better then compared to how it's now. So you got to consider the downside of getting it wrong, you know? Just experience the pain of working in a startup with a bad idea. The pain doesn't just come at the end when you close the door. No, you will suffer the pain all the way through. For starters, make no mistake, you will need capital to get your startup up and running. To convince investors you are worthy of investment, you need a good idea. A bad idea equal to no or little or very limited investment. So consider that when you're looking to start your company. From the point onward, you are trying to run up the escalade as it moving against you. it becomes very hard to get up there, right? So one thing that will go against you, your company will struggle to recruit staff and then keep them. Customers are harder to convince, which leads to price discounts and a loss of margin. It's a downward spiral like a flywheel spinning the wrong way, and it's hard to stop it, let alone make it turn the other way. So imagine if you want to get your company moving in the right direction. That's the pain that comes from getting it wrong. So you got to get it right. Whatever you choose to do, you got to get it right. This is why we provide you the information, all these webinars, all these tutorials for you to get in frame, for you to get the mindset to how to get your stuff right. Now, start with the right idea is one thing. If you have one thing to learn from this and you want to start with an idea, it's not enough when it's come to your service and what you're offering. It takes time to confirm your idea, get some feedback and from potential customer. So once you put out your idea, you got to get your feedback, because that's going to be the result. Is it what it's supposed to do? Is it going to be successful? This is true test as to whether your idea is a good one or a bad one. So once you get your result back, you're going to tell you whether it's a good idea or a bad idea. So take that in consideration when it comes to your business. So moving forward, take the time to confirm your ideas, right? And make sure you get your feedback. Understand what you're doing and who is your competition. When you understand that the ideal world, you can now able to know how to compete and avoid any competition with a monopoly idea. It's much easier then. So if you have a monopoly idea, it is easy for you to get to one level and be competitive, right? Because you're different. This is why people will buy from you instead of the other guy. So you got to consider that when it comes to your idea. These are the questions that's good to ask. That's why we bring you these webinars, these tutorials, these training for you to get in that mindset. Then our good idea that do test your assumption and try to overcome your bias. So when let's say you want to start a company, right? You might just have the money and you want to start a business, right? You have the idea that you want to start. What is your idea? How you going to translate that idea into income? Whatever is that idea, we want to help you to start it right. So let's say you're going into finance, right? You want some money, right? You move into finance. That's the sector that you want to move into. Let's say you want to get into that area, whatever it is. You want to get into finance. You want to go across. What we do, what makes us different, that we help you along the way. You get your feedbacks that you're supposed to. Instead of you creating all these elements for your business, you get the feedback on spot. You know, you get your reviews. You're able to up to date. Let's say you're going into sales financing. That's what you produce. You just want to have a company where you finance others. You can do that. Or you want to start consumer lending. Those that in the basketball money, football money, or whatever money, stock market money, you want a chance further that skill. This is a good idea that we bring where you can start your specific company according to the NAICS code, because it's right there, into that particular sector, and you won't able to go into another sector because now you're in your own lane. The algorithm go move everything for you, which is automation. So whatever you want to start in the international market of trade, then it can go internationally. So what we do, we help others to go into that particular sector, and they can expand, they can grow constantly over the course of the business lifetime. So once the network grow, we grow. This is what separates us from LinkedIn, from Facebook, from Amazon because Amazon is just into retail. It separates us from Alibaba because now we in every market and we cover all market according to the National American Standard. So you weren't able to go into someone else's sector unless you go into that. Everything is going according to your sector. So if you're just going into securities, all of these is for you. So we try to help you to zone in. This is what make us different from other competitors. So if you want to start up whatever business or you don't want to go through so much red tape, you're able to do that all online, and we help you to support you, get your credits in order, get your anything that you have financially in order for you to be successful. So these are some of the stuff that we help others to achieve so they can achieve their objective. So the point is, what is your idea? What is your objective? So in conclusion, you have to have the key towards your success. You are the key for your success. All I can do is present you with information that will help you, assist you along the way. So you're going to have that in your mindset. What do you want to achieve? How you want to be successful? So this concludes our broadcast, and this concludes our stream. And what we're going to do, we're going to help you to go into whatever area you want to go into. Get you wherever you want to get to. But it's going to require you to get training on it. So we're going to break down a little bit more in our infomercial of what we do, how we help others in order for you to understand how our business model, why we help you, why we're here to train you. Because if you don't have the mindset, then we don't want to waste your money. We want you to waste your money and not be trained in the right area of what you're trying to get into. We want you to spend your money wisely and get into the sector that you want to get into in order for you to be effective. So with that said, we're going to have our commercial, and then we're going to take it from there.
Managing your business can be a huge headache. For one thing, you have to manage your business profile on multiple social media sites, not to mention ads, so you don't have a huge gap of losing potential customers. You also have to find a way to get key clients. And even once you do, you run the risk of losing money in many areas of managing a business. Plus, there's the challenge of searching the right market, getting the right product, finding wholesaler, getting the right manufacturer, and handling transportation, not to mention financing, so you can maintain the edge over the competition. As a result, managing your business growth is more time consuming and a big hassle than you bargained for. Unfortunately, there's a better way. Introducing Amiki, a one-stop all-in-one platform, a business managing network that handles everything for you, so you can relax knowing you have left your focus on expanding your business and maintaining customer relationship. Introducing Amiki, a multi-business network that is a social network for business where we offer your company to go fully digital online by automating your business and bringing quality clients, so you can relax knowing you left your hands to the experts. We offer all the resources that your business needs, from financing, logistics, manufacturing, accommodation, by bringing to your clients all in one app for customers that looking to automate their customer experience. With Amiki, a one-stop all-in-one business managing network application that handles everything for you, so you can relax knowing you left your focus on expanding your business and maintaining customer relationship. With Amiki, we manage all your automation of a business so that your business is continuously gaining clients and have a steady stream of extra income. And we organize your business using our automation so you don't have to worry about losing customers. This also makes entry easy for your business, result in a better online experience as business goes fully digital. Plus, because the cost of managing and operating a business can be more than you expected, You can easily find prospective talent using our career automation platform. And because we have done all the steps for you to manage your business successfully, you never have to worry about even marketing your business all by yourself. But perhaps the best thing of all is that we offer you a flat monthly rate. There's no hidden fees or surprise charges. Instead, you pay the same amount every month, so you can easily track your expense. We'll even manage all your social network for free for the first year. To learn our Amiki, a one-stop all-in-one business managing network application that handles everything for you, so you can relax knowing you left your focus on expanding your business and maintaining customer relationship. To learn how Amiki can make your business management hassle-free, speak to one of our representatives today by visiting amiki.com or by calling 1-833-510-0130. To learn how Amiki can make your online business hassle-free, sign up today using any social media account, then select the category for your business in accordance to the National Classification Standard. Then select one of our payment plan where we offer a 3-ad special offer where we make all your ads for free on all your social media presence. Do you want to have an ad just like this ad you're watching now for your own business? By selecting our annual payment plan, you save over $5,000, where we run your ad market campaign for the first 3 months, and all of the ad video is yours. Speak to one of our representatives today by visiting amiki.com or by calling 1-833-510-0130.
And this concludes our broadcast. We thank you for stopping by. Check us out on Amiki. You can go in your own sector, your own industry, and then we're going to take care of automation for you. With that, this concludes our broadcast. We thank you for stopping by. So if you have a great business idea, know how to use it, you have a pleasant day.